It looks ordinary, worn, maybe even a little dull. Most people wouldn't give it a second glance. But what if I told you that one specific penny, a 1952 Sweet Lincoln cent, has been whispered about in collector circles as a coin that could be worth not hundreds, not thousands, but over $1 million in the right condition? That's exactly what people said, until the evidence started to surface. Because hidden inside the 1952 Sweet penny is a story of mistakes, rarity, and a level of demand that most people never see coming, until it's too late. Some of these coins may still be out there, quietly circulating, passing from hand to hand, completely unnoticed. So before you spend another penny, you might want to listen very carefully, because this is not just a story about a coin. This is a story about a hidden fortune, disguised as pocket change. It all begins in San Francisco. 1952. The United States Mint was pushing out millions of Lincoln wheat cents to keep up with demand. These coins were meant to be simple, functional, forgettable, but something unexpected happened during production. Tiny variations, subtle imperfections, and minting inconsistencies began to slip through. At first, nobody noticed, because decades later, collectors would begin to uncover something extraordinary hidden within these coins. The 1952 mint mark wheat penny wasn't just another piece of copper. It was a ticking time bomb of value. And it all comes down to one thing: errors. Now here's where things get interesting. Most coins are produced under strict quality control. But even the most precise systems fail. And when they do, the results can be explosive. On some 1952 pennies, collectors have identified unusual die variations, slight doubling in the lettering, subtle shifts in alignment, microscopic inconsistencies that the average person would never notice. These aren't flaws. They're signatures, proof that something went wrong during the minting process. And in the world of coin collecting, wrong can mean incredibly right. Imagine holding a coin that was never supposed to exist. A mistake that slipped past inspectors, entered circulation, and survived for decades. No one knows for sure, even fewer. And that uncertainty, that mystery, is exactly what drives the value higher and higher. Because rarity is not just about age. It's about survival. Now here's the twist that most people never see coming. Not every 1952 penny is valuable. In fact, most are worth only a few cents, maybe $1 or $2 in average condition. But hidden among them, like needles in a haystack, are the elite few. Coins in near-perfect condition. Coins with strong, sharp details, untouched surfaces, and that unmistakable brilliance that collectors crave. And then, there are the errors, the rare combinations of condition and minting anomalies that turn an ordinary penny into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. This is where things start to get serious. Because when you combine rarity with perfection, the price doesn't just increase. It explodes. There have been reports, whispers, and documented sales suggesting that top-condition examples of rare 1952 wheat pennies have reached staggering valuations. Numbers that don't feel real. 0.6 figures, 0.7 figures, even claims approaching $1.1 million for a pristine, high-grade specimen with exceptional characteristics. Let that sink in. A single penny, worth more than most homes, more than decades of savings, more than what many people earn in a lifetime, and it could be sitting, unnoticed, in a jar somewhere. But here's the part that separates dreamers from discoverers: knowing what to look for. Because this isn't about luck. It's about awareness. Start with a date, then look beneath it. That small mint mark, San Francisco. That's your first clue. But don't stop there. Look closer. Flip the coin. Every detail matters, because in this world, tiny differences can mean massive payouts. And here's something most people don't realize. Condition alone can transform value. Point two identical coins, same year, same mint mark. One in average condition might be worth $1. The other, preserved in near perfect state, could be worth thousands or more. Now add a rare error into the mix, and suddenly you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a story. A mistake frozen in time. A piece of history that collectors will compete for aggressively, emotionally, because coins like this don't come around often, and when they do, they don't stay available for long. Now imagine this. You're cleaning out an old drawer. You find a handful of pennies. You almost throw them away, but something makes you pause. You remember hearing about rare coins. You take a closer look, and there it is. Your heart starts to race. Could this be it? That moment, that split second of realization, that's where everything changes, because most people never look, they never check, they assume, and in doing so, they miss opportunities that could have changed their lives. But not you, not anymore, because now you know. You know that value can hide in plain sight. You know that mistakes can be worth fortunes. And you know that the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is often just a closer look. So the next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. Pick it up. Turn it over. Study it, because that small, copper coin might not be as ordinary as it seems. It might carry decades of history. A hidden error. A rare combination of factors that collectors are searching for right now. And if you're the one who finds it, if you're the one who recognizes it before anyone else, then everything changes. Because fortunes aren't always found in treasure chests. Sometimes they're hiding in your pocket, waiting for you to notice. So go ahead, check your coins. Look again, because the next penny you hold could be the one that rewrites your story forever.